and welcome to Megan's Mat. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling really tight in my shoulders and back lately, so I thought I'd share some of the exercises I have been doing for myself to help loosen up my back using the foam roller. I'm going to start lying down onto your back, sliding that roller just underneath of the skull there, kind of right behind the earlobes. I like to hold the outside of the roller to keep it in place. And then from here, I'm just going to roll the head from side to side. So we have those bones right kind of behind the earlobes there. And I'm just sliding from bone to bone, from right to left. Letting the back of the head be heavy and trying to relax the facial muscles. And then we're going to bring it over to the right and staying at that right bone there. You're going to start to do a little circle. Just kind of massaging behind the ear. And still on that same side, go ahead and switch direction of the circle. You can also do this without the foam roller as well. And then we'll come back to center and then over to the left. And then circling around. Just releasing any tension that you have in the neck and shoulders. And then switch direction. Small little circle there. One more. And then we'll bring it back to center and just bring that into a simple yes action. With your nose, you're drawing a line up and down, or just like you're saying yes, kind of just massaging out the back of the skull, where the skull meets the back of the neck. For 3, 2, and 4, 1. Then from there, let's gently roll to the side, using your hands to push yourself up. I'm going to slide that roller now so it's underneath of more the tips of the shoulder blades. Sliding the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers there. We're going to inhale to lean back into a little extension. And then exhale to curl. And think about this as being moving your spine into flexion, which is the out curl position, and extension when we lean back. Allowing the head to just be heavy in the hands as you lean back. Loosening up the spine a little bit more each time you move. And we'll do that one more time. And curling up. And from there, just going to start to side bend to the right, and center, and then to the left. Mobilizing the spine from side to side. Keeping that head heavy in the hands. We'll do that one more time, each side. And then we'll come back to center. Start to grab through the feet, maybe pull them a little closer towards you. Push down into your feet so you can lift your hips up. And then you're going to pull your hips down towards the heels as the roller rolls up the back. And then push the hips away from the heels as the roller rolls down the back. So you're just going to do that push-pull with your feet. And try to keep the roller on your ribs. So we're not going up into the neck and we're not going to go into that low back. We're just kind of rolling out the spine. You can roll to the right a little bit, getting more of that right shoulder blade. Center. And to the left. Or if you find that sweet spot that you got to roll on a few times, find that for yourself. And then from there, we're going to lower the hips down. Slide your hands down to help push you up. Then come into a mermaid position. Left leg in front, right leg back. Roller's going to be off to the right side. Right hand just gently resting onto it. We're going to inhale, take that left arm out to the side. And then we're going to push that roller away as we side bend. Inhale, coming back up through center, and again, just gently pushing that roller away as we side bend up and over. and back to center. Let's add on to that. So you're going to side bend and start to rotate the spine towards the roller and lower that left hand, reaching to the roller. Don't worry if you don't reach it or touch it. We'll hold for 3. Let that head be heavy. 2. And then unwind back into that side bend position and lifting the spine. Now from there, you're going to take the roller underneath of that right side of the pelvis there, so kind of right below your hip bump. Either come up onto that right hand or your right forearm. Top leg will be bent, bottom leg will be straight, or straight-ish. And then from there, we're just gonna do a little roll on the outside of the hip. Just nice and small. And I use the top foot to push-pull a little bit. Using my bottom foot as well to help. Now you don't want to let all of your weight drop into that roller. Okay, you want to use kind of your bottom arm to lift you up a little bit. And now let's take that roll into rolling front and back. Again, using that arm to just lift your weight up a little bit so we're not dropping down. Pulling the outside of the hip. You know, we're all doing a little bit more sitting these days. Good. And then coming back to center. Now, if you'd like, you can, we can do some full rolls here. So you're just going to roll up and down the leg. And just going as far as it feels good for you. I'm just going to roll my roller down a little bit. Stretching out that outside of your thigh, which can be quite tight. So if you're feeling that, that's okay. You're not alone. I'm really pushing into my top foot to take the pressure off because I'm super tight. One more. Good. And then we'll come down from there. We're going to take that roller off to the other side. And then from there, your right leg will be in front, left leg back. Try to anchor those hips down as best as possible. Left hand down onto the roller. Stretch that right arm out to the side. We're going to side bend up and over. And lift. Just get that nice mobility in your spine, that side bend as we anchor through the hips. Good. And we'll do that for 2. One more time we'll add in that rotation. So you're going to side bend and then you're going to start to rotate. Really reach through that right arm. Don't worry if you don't touch the roller. We're just reaching in that general direction. Let the head be heavy. We'll take one more breath here. And then we'll bring it back into a side bend and lifting the spine all the way up. All right. You're going to take the bottom leg straight. Top leg is going to be bent. You're going to lift your hips up to slide that roller. It's kind of below the hip bone there. Yeah, I'm just going to start with a little small roll up here. Start to release those muscles around the hips. On my hand, I think before I was on my forearm. Whatever feels best for you is totally fine. And just notice maybe there's a big difference from side to side. That's quite common. And then from there, we're just going to roll the hips forward and back. Don't worry too much about the positioning of your top leg. Just where it feels comfortable for you. There's no kind of perfect spot or right spot. Rolling front and back. My left hip is definitely tighter than my right. So I'm definitely feeling this. One more time. That's it. Okay, and then from there, you're going to roll more down the side of your leg towards the knee, but don't go on top of the knee. And push into your bottom hand so you're not just dropping your weight down into the roller. Let's do that 2 more times. Oh man, woo! I am tight on this side. And one more time. Awesome. And release. Okay. From there, let's take our feet to the other side of the roller. You can lie down onto your back. You're going to push down into your feet. Lift those hips up. Slide that roller just underneath of the pelvis. So not under the low back, but underneath the pelvis. Hands, again, just gripping the roller. Inhale. Exhale, lifting one leg up into tabletop and then the other and squeezing those thighs together. From there, keep your left leg still and just slide your right leg out to the side. And then bring it to center. Right leg stays still and left leg goes wide. Not a huge action. alternating from side to side. Think of the pelvis staying grounded, the pelvis staying heavy. Just a nice massage, a nice release for that sacrum, that back of the pelvis, as we go from side to side there. For 4, 3, 2, and for 1. From there, we're going to straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Keep that pelvis heavy, tailbone reaching long, and then just widen the legs and close them. So getting a stretch maybe through the inner line of the leg. You know, that's somewhere we can be fairly tight. Keeping the back of the pelvis heavy, tailbone long for 3, 2, 1 more. Lifting the legs up, and then just bring it into a scissor action. One leg towards you, one leg down. Just getting those legs to move a little bit. Those legs to move in the hip sockets, I should say. Pelvis is heavy. Good. For 3, 2, and for 1, we're going to take that right leg down as you hug that left knee into your chest. And keep reaching that right leg long as you reach the heel leg down towards the floor. Keep hugging that left knee in towards your chest and then slide it out to the left a little bit. It's opening up through the front of the hip, getting a nice stretch through those hip flexors as we hold for 3, 2, sliding that left knee back into center, hug the right knee in, and reaching that left leg long first, and then start to lower it. Try to keep the foot in line with your hip there. And from there, we're going to take that right leg out to the right a little bit. Just allow the thigh to be heavy. Your foot might meet the floor. I'm really tight today, so it's not going to get there. Trying to hold my tension in my hips. I'll hold here for 3, 2, and for 1. Bring the knee in and then hug both knees in towards the chest. Lowering one foot down and then the other. You're going to push into your feet, lift the hips up, slide that roller out of the way, and then articulate down through the spine, massaging as you lower and reaching that tailbone nice and long. Well, I hope after that little series, your back and hips feel a little bit more stretched out. Have a great day.